Hello and welcome to bakingmad.com kitchen, where I'm going to show you how to make your own homemade Easter eggs. You need these little plastic moulds which you can get from cake decorating shops, and good quality melted plain chocolate. Plain chocolate's much easier to work with than milk chocolate or white chocolate because that's got too much cocoa butter in and it's too soft, and they're quite fiddly to hold and to deal with, so plain chocolate's much easier to work with. So melt your chocolate and melt it as gently as you can, and try not to stir it, because one of the problems with melting chocolate is that you can get this sort of bloom on the chocolate where the cocoa butter comes out of the emulsion and you get this bloom on it. So you've got to temper chocolate and then put your melted chocolate into the mould. Now it's a good idea to let your chocolate cool a bit, so it's not straight as soon as it's melted, because actually what you want is quite a thick consistency. If it's too hot and too thin, it will just run out of your mould. You want it thick enough to coat the mould and just tip it so that it coats the mould thickly and you're taking it right to the very edge. And then let that set until it's hard, preferably, if you can, just somewhere cold rather than the fridge, because again the fridge can cause the chocolate to sort of shock and the cocoa butter to come out. So let it set, and if it's thick enough, fine. If it's not, give it a second coating, and it's best to let it set upside down on a tray so that you get a nice thick edge when it's set. Get a little bit more melted chocolate and just glue that together around the edge. Very messy job chocolate, but very delicious, of course, satisfying. And then put the two halves of your egg together. So when they're set, you should be able to peel them off quite easily and take them off. Now, you've got to really try and handle these as little as possible, and then again with a hot knife you can maybe just neaten off that edge if you've got to. I'm just going to roll out some ready to roll icing that I've coloured with our yellow Create food colour. Just roll that thinly on a little bit of icing sugar, making sure you've got plenty of icing sugar underneath, and keep it moving, otherwise it'll stick. And I'm just going to cut out a little chick. Tiny bit of chocolate on the front. And you can pop your chick on your Easter egg. And also you can get little miniature Easter egg moulds, and you can just melt some easy melt chocolate and pour that into the mould until it's set, and then just a little bit more melted chocolate and stick them together, glue them together to make little miniature eggs for the children for Easter Day.